Hello everyone, Liane here. I hope you're doing well. Today I am going to be swatching a few yellow inks. Reason being, Simone had done a video maybe a few weeks ago where she had received this mystery yellow ink from Sarah, Pause with a Pen, and she swatched it and did some comparisons with other yellow inks that she has. She did some chromatography. I personally don't know how to do chromatography. I did Google it. I did look at it, look at some YouTube videos. There won't be any chromatography today, but I did look in my selection of yellow inks. I have 3 other inks, and so what I'll do is I'll do a comparison and see if it looks like any of the inks that I have. Looking at Simone's video, I did notice, I think it looks a lot like Pannonia Dungo Wasp. And if I look at my swatch book here, where is it? It was this spread of inks that I got from Liane when we did an ink swap. This was back in February, but I do believe that it looks a lot like Pannonia Dungo Wasp. I don't have many yellow inks, but I think they're all strong contenders. I have Lamy Mango. I have Noodlers. This is an old label. It says Apache Sunset. It's now Southwest Sunset. Thank you, Noodlers, for changing that. And then lastly, Pannonia Dungo Wasp. These are the other inks that Simone sent my way. But today, this video is going to be about swatching this yellow and seeing if any of these inks compare or how they might compare to this mystery yellow. I guess really the only way to determine if it is the exact ink would be a chromatography, but doing chromatography, but I'm not sure about that. So my other supplies are all kind of strewn about. I have some mason jars full of water. I have my Goody drops. This is a glass tip pen that I got from Jet Pens recently. It was a little bit of a splurge, but I am really loving writing with glass tip pens, and this is a very beautiful colorway. I almost bought the one with the opal marble looking ball in the center, but by the time I looked online, it was already sold out. So this is in Galaxy, so I have this glass tip pen. I have my stainless steel condiment cup. I'll set these aside here. I've got my Panda pen rest, my plastic pipette, and I wanted to highlight this. Already, let me just tell you that it's probably going to be a standard part of my ink swatching and fountain pen writing journey. So Fountain Pendulum reached out a few weeks ago, and they asked if I was interested in trying out some of their products. And of course, I won't say no, especially if it has to do with ink vial holders. And this one in particular has, a stand. It has a holder for your pen. So I said, please, I would love to try it. And so I was able to customize if I wanted the light color wood or the dark stained wood. I also got to customize the velvet padding at the bottom, and they come in an assortment of colors, and I picked a standard black. And so I have a single vial holder, which is just really simple and beautiful. And then this one is a 7 vial holder. And I love it already. So in a way, I guess I don't really need my Panda pen rest right now. I'll just keep it here for now. But let me tell you, I already love it, and I've been using it constantly. I'll have a link to their shop below in the notes or in the description box. I only have 2 vials. Actually, I do have 3. I have 3 vials to swatch. So I'll put them there. So thanks, Simone, for sending along this mystery ink. I'll do a swatch of this ink, and then I'll pass it on to another YouTuber. I've got my swatch book in the A5 plain notebook. And I know many of you have been asking for a flip through. I would love to do a flip through at some point. I think I'll do it when I'm almost done or I am done with this ink swatch book. But for now, it is what it is. Oh, I just wanted to highlight this. This is ginger chicken. This is a little doodle that I did for the Journal Love Club. Susanna Conway from the Journal Love Club invited me to be the July contributor or creator, and I created a video for her, and part of it was I swatched Dominant Industries ginger chicken and have this doodle now. So let's start with the mystery color. You know, before I even swatch it, maybe I should just, oops, maybe I'll just swatch it now. 3. You know what? It looks a lot like Pannonia Dingo Wasp, not gonna lie. Yes. Going to get my Guri drops. It could be Guri drops, I'm not sure, but I kind of want to add my Korean accent there. Guri drops. Oh, I don't even know if I can fit it. Oh, it doesn't even fit. Let's see. Oh, okay. Just grabbing a scrap piece of paper here. Okay, this is Mystery Yellow. Okay, that's Mystery Yellow. Okay, let's try Dingo Wasp. It's very similar. Huh. Now don't you think they look the same? To me, they totally do. Okay. Okay, so one of the things about this Guri Drops is because it's got a thick grip section because of this marble center, it doesn't fit in your 5 milliliter ink vials, FYI. So I guess my thoughts on this is that it's better for inking it up in your standard ink bottles. Okay, so it seems to be writing a little bit more lightly than this Mystery Yellow, and it's making me wonder if I didn't adequately dry my glass nib after I had submerged it in water between 4 cleanings. But if I did dry it, then if I did dry my glass nib, then my writing sample shows that Dingo Wasp is a lot lighter than Mystery Yellow. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna double check, make sure I'm drying my glass nib. Okay, let's do it one more time. Now this is with Dingo Wasp. They look very similar. Though I have to say that this, the Pannonia ink seems a little bit more watery, less viscous. I wouldn't say that it's a viscous ink at all, but it seems a little bit more of a wet ink. Okay, so that's Pannonia Dingo Wasp. I think that is a strong contender. Next, actually, let's try Lamy Mango. I think this might be more of a closer, more of a similar ink than Southwest Sunset. Even just looking at the ink vial, it looks like it's a darker shade. So let's try Mango. When I did the rainbow ink tag, I had forgotten that I had Lamy Mango, because if I'd remembered, I think I might have included that for as my yellow for the rainbow ink tag. Oh, that's really pretty. But it doesn't, the swatch doesn't compare. I would say it's not as saturated, which surprises me. This is Liane Mango. Oh, interesting. On the swatch, especially where it's less saturated, it appears more pastel, less vibrant than Dungo Wasp and the Mystery Yellow. However, in the writing sample, it looks to actually be as saturated, if not even a kind of deeper in color. So let's see, this is it's less vibrant. It's not as yellow as Mystery Yellow. Liane Mango has, I would say, just more of a muted color. I mean, you can even tell by the ink swatches. It's really pretty though. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Noodler's Southwest Sunset. By the way, I've really missed being able to speak like this on camera. I've been having to do a lot of voiceover videos lately, just because the kids are home from summer vacation. I don't have any quiet time during the day. So it's been just a lot of taping in the midst of life and the kids being in the same room as me, and then doing the voiceover work after the kids have gone to bed. So this is really nice because right now I have this quiet sliver of time where the kids are out playing Frisbee with my husband, with their father. And so I have this moment to be able to just speak on camera a little bit more organically today. Okay, this is Noodler's Southwest Sunset. Wow, that is so pretty. Okay, I know this isn't a dupe for the Mystery Yellow. It's got a more saturated ink, or just more saturated. This is Noodler's. Okay, this is definitely more orange. Southwest Sunset. Okay, there you have it. Okay, well, my initial impressions as the inks are drying, I feel like these two are dupes, like exact dupes, if not the same ink. I think what I'm going to do is also swatch it on another paper, on another sheet, perhaps like a Rhodia paper, just to be able to do like a secondary pass, particularly of these two, because I know I can rule out that it's not Liane Mango. Liane Mango ink swatch is a little too light. Noodler's Sunset is a little too dark. So as this page dries, I'm going to get my Rhodia notebook paper here. This is the Rhodia dot pad in number 16, 80 GSM. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay, I'm going to do Mystery Yellow on the left. Okay. I might need to take these glass jars off camera now because I think they're starting to look a little unsightly. Okay. On the left, 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, Dungo Wasp, 1, 2, 3. shout out to Fountain Pendulum. Thank you so much for this 7 ink vial holder. I am so happy with this, and I think it's going to be in many of my future videos. So thank you, Fountain Pendulum. Okay, this is Pannonia Dungo Wasp. Okay, what do you think, everyone? I think they look the same. What's cool is that if I just have the tip of the nib just touch the ink ever so slightly, I think by capillary action it draws the ink. So I get a full load. Okay, this is Pannonia. Like I had mentioned when I was swatching on the Tomoe River paper in my Hobonichi A5, the Pannonia Dungo Wasp seems a little bit more of a wet ink. And I feel like it is the case here because it's the same nib, but it feels like this mystery yellow writes kind of a broader line than Dungo Wasp. So I think this one isn't as wet of an ink as Pannonia. But if I knew what this mystery yellow was, then I would say that these two, if they were different, they are near dupes. With the exception that Dungo Wasp, I would say, is a little bit more of a wetter ink, and then this mystery yellow would be a little bit drier. I won't say it's a dry ink, but just in comparison to Pannonia's ink, that this ink seems a little bit more, yeah, a little bit less wet. Okay, I'm gonna grab my Hobonichi. The ink is still drying. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to tell. I might have to do some chromatography. But now that these ink swatches are drying, even in the less saturated areas, aside from the areas where there's like some deep pooling, Dungo Wasp seems to be a little bit of a darker, a little bit more of an orange yellow, whereas mystery yellow in the swatch itself looks like a more vibrant yellow. However, in the writing sample, they look the same. It's really hard to tell. And then the second row of the vine doodle that I did is Pannonia Dungo Wasp. Well, thank you, Simone, for sharing this ink with me. It was really fun to do a little bit of experimentation and just to see what this ink might be. So according to my fountain pen ink vial, and I guess fountain pen ink in the full bottle collection, I would say this is most similar to Pannonia Dungo Wasp, followed by Lamy Mango. And this would be a more saturated version of this mystery yellow. So first would be Dungo Wasp, Lamy Mango, and then Noodler's Southwest Sunset. By the way, I just decided to do a close-up of the 2 ink swatches on Rhodia dot pad or dot grid paper, and as the inks dry, it looks like mystery yellow is just a tad bit more yellow than Dungo Wasp. Pannonia Dungo Wasp seems to just be a little bit darker, a little bit more orangey yellow, more golden yellow. I would say orange yellow. So they're very close dupes, but I do believe that mystery yellow is not Pannonia Dungo Wasp. So the search continues, or the experimentation continues. Well, thank you so much for watching. This was really fun. I'm gonna pass this off to another YouTuber. I have somebody in mind, and we will see. This journey will continue. So be sure to watch Simone's video if you haven't already. And if Pause with a Pen has also done a mystery yellow video, I'll link their video as well. All right, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.